that this is the end of the Diddy story as we know it.
So I don't give them no energy. I give haters no energy. Steve ain't this, he think he this. You don't even know me.
Presented evidence alleging that Sean Combs was running a criminal enterprise.
In a move that stunned the entertainment world, Sean "Diddy" Combs was taken into custody by federal agents in a scene that felt more like a blockbuster movie than real life. The arrest happened in broad daylight in the heart of Manhattan, but this wasn't just another celebrity scandal. This was a seismic event, signaling the collapse of one of the most powerful empires in entertainment. Diddy now faces a slew of federal charges: racketeering, conspiracy, human trafficking, and a string of other criminal offenses that seem ripped from the pages of a crime novel. But this isn't fiction. Legal experts believe the case against him is solid. Very solid.
A staggering years-long fall from grace for now held without bond in a Brooklyn jail cell at the center of lawsuits, raids on his home, and now a scathing federal indictment. With accusations so salacious, it was emblazoned with a trigger warning on the first page.
The authorities reportedly spent years quietly building this operation, gathering witnesses, compiling footage, and connecting dots that lead directly to Diddy's inner circle. To the public, Diddy was a mogul, a pioneer in music, a force in fashion, and a businessman with the Midas touch. But according to federal investigators, that billion-dollar brand was allegedly a facade, masking a dark and organized criminal network. And just like that, the empire began to crumble. Every pillar of Diddy's legacy, music, TV, branding, liquor ventures, and fashion lines, is now under fire. Major corporate partners are cutting ties. Hulu has scrapped an upcoming project featuring the Combs family. Luxury brands and high-profile sponsors are rapidly distancing themselves, eager to avoid being pulled into the chaos. And Diddy himself, he's currently behind bars, locked in a federal detention facility known for high security and minimal privileges. Gone are the lavish parties and exclusive penthouses. In their place, cement walls, 24/7 surveillance, and the looming possibility of a life sentence. This isn't just the downfall of a celebrity, it's the implosion of a legacy, and the start of what may be one of the most far-reaching investigations in modern pop culture history.
Jake, that the government in this indictment presented evidence alleging that Sean Combs was running a criminal enterprise.
In Cassie, that was a lot of explosive details that we've heard. And ever since then, we've heard reports of individuals alleging sexual abuse and misconduct on behalf of Sean Diddy Combs.
A shocking twist. Steve Harvey pulled into the fire. Just as the media frenzy around Diddy reaches a fever pitch, another unexpected name enters the picture, one that sends shockwaves through the public consciousness. Steve Harvey. Yes, Steve, the family-friendly talk show host, comedian, best-selling author, and self-proclaimed moral compass of American television. Known for his wise-cracking humor and relationship advice, he's the last person anyone expected to see associated with a scandal of this magnitude. But the video drops a bombshell. Steve Harvey allegedly left the country on the exact same day Diddy was arrested. Coincidence? Some say yes, but others, including insiders close to the investigation, say it's anything but. According to emerging reports, Steve wasn't just an occasional guest at Diddy's infamous gatherings. He was reportedly a regular, a familiar face in the crowd. And those parties? They're now at the center of intense federal scrutiny, with allegations of everything from drug trafficking to covert surveillance to potential blackmail. Several witnesses have allegedly told the FBI they saw Steve participating in activities that were not only inappropriate, but possibly illegal. And if that weren't enough, some sources claim Diddy had his properties rigged with hidden cameras, possibly to use footage as leverage over his powerful guests. Suddenly, Steve Harvey, the man who built an empire on family values, finds himself at the center of a nightmare scenario. The question is no longer, was he there? It's, what was he doing? Reputation in free fall, Steve Harvey's carefully built image. Under threat, Steve Harvey's career has always hinged on one thing: trust. He's been a staple of American entertainment for decades, someone your parents and grandparents could watch without flinching. From hosting Family Feud to writing relationship guides, he's built his brand on responsibility, morality, and clean humor. But if these allegations prove true, that entire foundation may come crashing down. The video expertly contrasts the two sides of Steve Harvey: the polished, suited-up TV mentor versus the alleged behind-the-scenes attendee of Diddy's freak-off parties. If even part of this is accurate, the man many admired as a role model might have been living a double life. The fallout has already begun. Social media is ablaze with speculation. Fan pages have gone quiet. Talk show clips are being re-examined under a new, darker lens. And with Harvey maintaining complete silence, the public is left to fill in the blanks. And the question they're all asking? If he's innocent, why hasn't he said a word? The web widens. More celebrities under investigation. But Steve Harvey isn't alone. The video reveals that the FBI's investigation into Diddy's alleged criminal operation is expanding, and fast. Names of celebrities once seen partying with Diddy are now appearing in confidential reports and witness statements. It's not just a takedown, it's a sweep. Cuba Gooding Jr., already surrounded by his own controversies, is reportedly tied to the scandal through Lil Rod, a former insider who's now blowing the whistle. According to Lil Rod, Cuba wasn't just present, he was participating. Then there's Young Miami, Diddy's ex and rising star in the hip-hop world. Rumors suggest she may have unwittingly transported items across state lines, now tied to the case. Whether she knew what she was carrying is still under investigation, and even Prince Harry's name has surfaced. While there's no direct accusation, he attended a charity event hosted by Diddy years ago, enough to raise eyebrows and show how deep this web might go. Unnamed celebrities from music, sports, and even politics are now reportedly laying low or quietly fleeing the country as the probe grows. What began as a single arrest now looks like the opening act of a potential Hollywood reckoning. The FBI's plan: a slow, methodical takedown. Legal analysts featured in the video emphasize one key point: this isn't chaos, it's strategy. The FBI has reportedly been building this case for years, gathering surveillance footage, confidential testimony, and even hard drives from Diddy's mansions in Miami and LA. It's not a coincidence, it's calculated. They began by taking down the central figure, Diddy, and are now using that momentum to zero in on others who may have participated, enabled, or turned a blind eye. The goal, not just punishment, but dismantling what could be a deeply rooted network of abuse and control hidden behind celebrity glamour. And yes, Steve Harvey is allegedly in the crosshairs. Cracks in the celebrity illusion. The deeper this scandal goes, the more it exposes an unsettling truth. The people we idolize may not be who we think they are. For years, fame has acted as a kind of armor, shielding celebrities from scrutiny and consequences. But this case is cracking that illusion wide open. Diddy's empire fell overnight. And if someone as visible and powerful as him can fall, no one is safe from the fallout. Steve Harvey's silence isn't helping. In fact, it's making things worse. People are asking hard questions, people are watching, and people are remembering that sometimes silence can be louder than a confession. The bigger picture: Hollywood's reckoning. This case may be bigger than Diddy. It could be the first domino in a much larger collapse. What if this is just the beginning? What if other beloved public figures are involved? What if the very systems that created fame and power have been hiding abuse all along? These are the questions the video leaves viewers with. Questions that go far beyond one man's arrest. Because if Steve Harvey, the smiling host, the motivational speaker, the trusted icon, can be implicated, then who's really clean? Closing thoughts. What comes next? As the video fades to black, the message is clear. This story is far from over. The FBI is moving, witnesses are speaking, celebrities are scrambling, and every day brings new names, new revelations, and new questions. Why did Steve Harvey really leave the country? Will more arrests follow? And how deep does this go? We may not know all the answers yet, but one thing's for certain. This is no longer just a scandal. It's a cultural earthquake.